Maupo kayo. Uh, the usual speech is about 2 pages. Mauwaw man po ko nga I'll just run through you agreed words without really expressing what's in my heart. Alam mo, could not remember many Christmases ago, and I was new mayor. I made it a point to visit every Christmas lahat ng ospital dito sa syudad. And in my visit dito sa cancer ward, I saw an overcrowded, overheated room at wala masyadong facilities. But maybe God really intended it. There was this boy na umikot ako sa mga bata. But before I could let go of that one bed, inawakan niya yung paa niya. Sabi niya, Mayor, operahan ako Lunes. Puputulin na yung paa ko. Sabi niya, pwede mo ako bigyan ng paa? Sabi ko, nak, huwag kang mag-alala. Kung wala akong maibigay ng paa sa iyo, itong paa ko mismo ibibigay ko. Then I excused myself and went to the bathroom and cried. Maybe I don't know how this universe was created, and the seasons of life. There are those who are good, they have the money, at meron naman pong wala at hirap. Always government sees to it that at least the barest minimum of the population are served, even hanggang kaya lang ng pera. So I made it almost a vocation. I used to come here once a month, then twice a month. But my work as mayor then was becoming more of a burden, so I was not able really to make the regular visits I used to. Hanggang presidente ako, and I'm very proud of the administration. Kay Doktora, kay Doktor, and all the members of the... Ang ganda ng building ninyo. Makikita mo even the color pattern, which is the modern trend actually. The color is rightfully chosen and the complex itself is beautiful to look at. Sabi ko, my misgivings na almost was the linear yung radiation. Because ang Maynila nagtanong kung ano ang gusto ko as a mayor noon. Sinabi ko, yung pala, hindi pa rin pala kasya. And there was a better one, other than the ones that I was supposed to buy. I don't know if we bought the two, but sabi ni Doktora ngayon, nandyan na yung linear. It's focused on really where the cancer is. Ang real cancer dito sa ating bayan, yung tao. And there was a time that you were asking Secretary Ubial, although I did not really meant it to be that way, but I was going extemporaneous in my State of the Nation address. Sinabi ko, you better change the procurement process or I'll change you. Actually, ganito yan eh. I became your president last year. So June is the off-taking. July 1 ako. And I made it a point to visit the AFP Viluna, masundalo natin. And I'm quite familiar with the machines of the medical equipment because I myself marami rin akong sakit. One is the Barrett, yung ill effects ng smoking. And I know that Barrett could be helpful in arresting gangrene and things like that, which I wanted to buy for the soldier. And that was July, and Jokno, the budget was there with us. At every time magsabi yung mga doktor, oo na ako ng oo, kasi may si Ben Jokno naman, sige rin was nodding his head in approval. So on that particular meeting, I gave him almost $500 million. Wala, just imagine in hospital, walang magandang CT scan, there is no the modern technology for x-rays, MRI. So, sabi ko, bilhin. Would you believe it, last 2 months ago, I went at the back of Malacanang where the soldiers have their barracks. There are about 1,000 of them at the back of Malacanang. Yung parang presidential security group. At nagtanong ako sa isang doktor doon, sabi ko, dumating na ba? Sabi nila, in the process of bidding. Kaya ako pumutok. Alam mo, pagka ganito, sabi ko, do not be surprised that one day, and I repeated it in the zona, that a coup d'etat from this policemen and soldier will suddenly explode. Anong klaseng, how do we treat our citizens, particularly mga sundalo natin kung ganun? So sabi ko sa COA, and the ombudsman, and I would like to remind them again, and Congress to repeal that particular procurement law that goes for yung lowest bid. All these years, we have closed our eyes itong bidding na lowest bid. Alam mo, sa lowest bid, ang magbibid yan yung wala. At sasabihin niya, ibagsak ko ang presyo, I'll go down and bigyan kita, bigyan tayo hati. So you'd have a knowledge of the lowest bid, idadive pa niya yan. So it starts to corrupt. If it's a 100 million project, nothing happens. Kasi ibigay pa niya doon sa mga nagbid, magbigay pa siya ng mga engineer sa gobyerno, magbigay pa doon sa mga congressman, sa mga mayor, ay sabi ko, walang mangyari itong buhay natin. So I hope that they should not wait for the day when the hands of the clock shall strike, for the bells to toll, to sound our knell of grief. Hindi ito tagal itong ganito. I'm quoting from somebody else's words at mine. Pero pag hindi ito na, if this country cannot be fixed, customs, graft ridden. So I have this mga soldiers na who mounted a mutiny during Arroyo's time. And the clarion call was reform because graft is no longer tolerable. So nilagay ko sila doon. So that's what you're complaining about. Fine. Sige, insensitive positions which are prone to graft. No, nakita naman ninyo. The sad thing is that the name of my son, the vice mayor, has cropped up. Look, ladies and gentlemen, nung nag-umpisa ako, right at the start sa inauguration, I made a solemn commitment to you that if any one of my children, si Inday, si Polong, or si Basre, masali sa graft, I will step down as President of this Republic at once. And I'm repeating it today. Wala kayong mano sa akin. What I say in public, I will do. Na ngayon, those are allegations with gamitan ng pangalan. Oh, well, kung ganon, well and good. Because if not, pareho rin. Para sa akin, I'm 72, tapos na rin ako. And if I cannot solve this problem of corruption, the law and order, itong ating the request for the eternal justice of our Muslim brothers and sisters. If we cannot fix that up, this country can never rise. Now, you will remember me long time after, because I'm sure I'll go ahead, that there can never be peace in Mindanao if we do not reconfigure the structural system of government. Kasi itong unitary type, that yung biyahe ni doktora, pati ni doktor, you have to secure it from Manila. In a modern world, it is pasay. Bahaw na ba? These are the things that pati yung taxes, you're not supposed to get anything. What you collect, what I collect from you, I send it all to Manila. Every centavo of it. Then in return, Congress, it's like a big pie. Doon yun sa National Treasury, doon paghatian. Davao is big, Davao earns well. Davao contributes an enormous amount of money. But just the same, because there are cities and provinces who are really poor, hatiin pa natin lahat yan. And Davao, at a ratio of about, you send 5, you get 1. The 4 is divided into the several expenses. Okay lang sana yan. Basta wag lang nakawin ang pera. At saka yung, the very house that collects the money for us, importations or exportations for that matter, marami ang pera ang gobyerno kung talagang wag lang nakawin at gamitin. I am very sure. Kaya kung ganito, if I cannot hack it, if I cannot solve the problem, if pati pamilya ko madali dyan sa mga corruption, bibitaw ako. It becomes an honor because I said it during the very first days of my term. Wala kayong dapat alanahan sa akin. Do not worry. I will honor the word. I give you my commitment again. So itong ganito, marami talaga tayong magawa para sa tao natin. The only problem is corruption. If you promise something, kagaya nito, it took us almost how many years to come up with this thing? Kung hindi ako na presidente, hindi ito madali. Kaya madanig ninyo ako, sabihin ko lang, nak, huwag ninyo akong pakinggan ng buti. Kaya ako nagpuputang ina sa publiko. Kasi I'm a very impatient man. Nananampal talaga ako na to, nagsumisipa ako ng tao, even when I was mayor. Ganon talaga ako because sinasadya ko yan. And I try myself to be really vulgar about it. But actually, if you know me, if you've been here around, I seldom do it. But itong Manila people, and even itong mga elite, they try to put you down. You know, men judge best when they condemn. So kung ano-ano ng pagsabi, akala nila sila lang, mga putang ina. Kaya nasanay na sila ngayon, yung pati yung inquirer, sometimes picturing us to be the worst of the criminal. Yung pala that all along it was sitting on a land that was no longer theirs by lease, at least the possession. They have not returned the property. They have collected the rentals. They never turned it to the government. You know, if you look at it closely, it is not only swindling. You do not collect what is not yours. So itong inquirer, sabi ko, kita mo kung babuyin ko. Kasi, akala mo sino, yung pala, they are protecting something worth billions. And yet, when they editorialize, the shit is like really a shit. Yung mga gano'n na, so I expose the elite, pati itong ABS-CBN. You know, the Constitution says that the media must be owned 100% Filipino. ABS-CBN owns Rappler. Rappler is owned by the Americans. If you have an investment in that company, which is Filipino, but which forbids ownership even in minuscule amounts, that is a violation of the Constitution. Yan ang ABS-CBN. And the elite in this country, sobra-sobra. Sobrang they take advantage kasi ABS sila. Putang ina ninyo. Akala ninyo, kayo lang ang marunong, you are the only ones who have the morals to talk about what ails this country. O nga na. Ako, ano ang habol mo sa akin? During the election time, I told you, kutkutin mo na lahat ng bangko. Ngayon, nanalo na ako pagka-presidente. I give you the authority. Look for the 200 million that Trillanes was harping on garbage. Hindi mo lang nila binawi. Ano, first of all, itong ABS-CBN magnanakaw. Because when I was running, I had no money. But at the, medyo mataas na ang rating ko, marami na nagbigay. So I went to them and said, pwede ba ako magpa-advertise? Wala akong advertisement eh. If you notice, you look back, take a few steps back in time. Yung ano na lang, nung may pera na ako, gusto kong bumili. Anak ng, hindi na nila in-air yung proposal ko. Hindi pa nila sa uri yung pera ko. Kaya isa pa yan. Ito si Gabi, sinasabi ko, putang ina mo, kakapal ng mukha ninyo. That is how this country is corrupted by the elite. And ito namang mga elitong sa customs, pagpasok niyan, manliit na bahay yan, pag-retire niyan, anak ng mansyon na. And deflaunt it. Bili ng kotse, kung ano-ano. Anak mo. So, yun ang concern ng ating body politic. It's the most insidious one. And it, kasi kung walang mag-ano nito, we would suffer still for another. Kung walang if I were you, do not include me. If there is somebody who would amount of kudita, tapos honest, whether ihunta o by a ruler, go for it. If you think that he is really the one who can deliver, who can make the deliverance. Ako, pa-retire na ako. Wala ito. As long as it is controlled by the elite, they were the elite during the Spanish times, they were given the lands, prior lands, and they sold it to the billionaires. Ang masakit pa niyan, the money na ginamit nila, yung Bangko Pilipino ng pera rin na tao. There is a rage in me. So I hope that you can forgive my vulgar epithets or harsh words. Ako yung tao na, kasi wala kang masilip sa kutkutin mo na yung lahat ng kanto sa mundong ito. Kung nakita mo, yun yan. Yun na yun. And I said I have been faithful to you. Again, if there is a time where I have to honor my commitment, I will do it. But sana, wag naman because we have to correct the injustice committed by. Alam mo, pag hindi ito nag-federal or a sort of reconfiguring government, I will tell you now, and you will remember me for this, there will be no peace in Mindanao. And the war will go on, taking lives of people and the destruction of property. And terrorism is here. It is not ours, it is not native, indigenous, but it's an imported one, yung ISIS. Wala akong problema sa MI, pati MN. We are talking with Ms. Wari, and Murad has stretched his patience beyond its normal proportions. Naintindihan ko. Kasi bago dumating si Magellan, dala-dala yung Kristyanismo in 1521, Islam was already in Mindanao by almost 70 years. So every tribe dito, kay Maguindanao, kay Maranao, matagal na silang Islam. When the Spaniards came, but too late in the day, tried to introduce the religion of Christianity. In Visayas and Luzon, they succeeded. But in Mindanao, they failed. Why? Because of the so many fighting. Sila pakamlo noon. It's because they have Islam as the backbone of their cry for justice. Alam mo, dumating mga Amerikano, they divided the country, pati itong Mindanao, made cadastral ang tawag niyan, lands. Forgetting the Moro was in front of us. So they were into enclaves, dyan, Sirawan, in a few places, Bunawan. But all over, durami ang Kristiyano. So it behooves upon us really to do some correction. Because if not, and I would say, they are justified in waging the war. You know, my mother was a half Maranao. This is not a brief for tomorrow. I'm a Christian. Pero something has got to give her. And that is the cancer which I was really trying to. Naglanding ako ng chopper dyan kasi wala na ang panahon. Traffic is terrible here also. So to take a chopper and land dyan sa SM, coming here. Yan ang gusto, that was what was playing in my mind. What is really cancer all about? Cancer is curable. Cancer can be cured. Children can grow up normal if we want it. Ang problema, there seems to be a desert of values in this country.